All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down to rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson of how flowing the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I want to name the video Bad News to the World is Good News to the Lord's Elect. All right. And what made me want to do this lesson through the spirit of Papa Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, just meditating on all the current events that are going on in the world right now. All right. Rather it be the whole thing going on down there in Texas, down there in the border of Texas, or the conflict in the Middle East, to Elon Musk completing the first human trial with his Neuralink project by putting a basically putting a charagma in his head. All right. Um, the more banks are set to go under. Uh, so on and so forth. All the current events and things that are going on in the world. All right, is bad news to the world. All right, bad news to this world. All right, to Esau Edom's world. All right, but it's good news to the brothers and sisters, few sisters that believe, that are in the know. All right, the hopeful elect is good news to them, to us. Aparatazah, I'm of that number. All right, because the world looks at it as these things are bad, horrible events that are going on, but we look at it as these things must come to pass, and when they finally do fulfill the current events that are happening right now, which are going to lead up to the ultimate fulfillment of prophecies, that's our ticket out of here, and that's when we're going to get out of here, Salakia, and go into the kingdom of heaven. So that's why we look at those things as good news. All right, that's why we rejoice when we see bad things happen here, or bad things happening globally. We rejoice at them. All right, because ultimately we know it's going to lead to our salvation. All right, this is Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 1, and he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, which the Most High is definitely visiting in this place, and we love it. We love it, and we hope the Most High continues on doing it. We're a major cheerleader for pain, destruction, bad things happen, and we're a major cheerleader for that. Because again, it's going to lead up to prophecies being fulfilled, the prophecies that we need to be fulfilled to get out of here. All right, the current events that are going on in the world right now. All right, so the Most High is definitely visiting this place. Verse 3. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes, which is going on from the first of this year of 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, we had that major earthquake in Japan. All right, and there's been other earthquakes in certain other places as well. All right, bad weather, all those things are signs. Like in California, they're dealing with they got like a snowstorm, it's flooding, there's all type of shit going on over there, which we know Esau, Esau, with the whole harp thing, which I believe that's what's going on over there. But ultimately, it's the Most High. So, but those are more signs, all right, to how close we are to the end. Natural disasters like that, all right, which the Most High is in control of those things, all right, and uproar in the world, right, in France, over there in Europe or whatever, you got them farmers going ham over there, all right, dumping shit like in front of Capitol buildings and blocking up freeways. And then here in Babylon the Great, you got them truckers or whatever, U.S. hardcore patriot U.S. citizens or whatever, down there in the border. That counts as an uproar of the people. All right, because they're saying the government ain't doing nothing about it, so they're going down there and basically took matters into their own hands, which it really didn't do anything. All the migrants did, all they did was reroute. I mean, something like that, you gotta, it makes more sense to not announce it, just go ahead and just do it. All right, but they announced it. We're going to do this on February, what you call February this. Now all they had to do is reroute and go the other way. And now a bunch of them are sneaking in through Arizona, New Mexico, California. Now they just took another route. That's all they did because they gave them the heads up. All right, but still it counts as an uproar to people. All right, and again, especially that thing that's going on in France, which there's no coverage on that here in Babylon the Great. But that shit's going down over there. All right, with them farmers or whatever. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifested. Right? We love it. The end is the fact that the end is manifested. We're clearly in the time of the end. Even so, times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. All right. Verse 7, and everyone that should be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith. All right, faith without works is dead. All right, you got to be serving the Lord. All right, in truth and sincerity, and truly serving Him. All right, doing the work. All right, going out on the highways and the byways, and putting up 3 lessons a day, which is what is commanded of us through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, or whatever your portion is, just you gotta be doing something, man. All right. Verse 8, and shall be preserved from the said perils, and that's what's coming. Said perils, dangerous. All right, bad news, more evil days, which the word evil means. The word evil means bad. All right, and that's what's coming. Just more. All right, up until World War III. All right, this whole migrant crisis, I believe, is going to be some major T attack that's going to come down from that. All right, in certain, not probably not on the border or nowhere like that, but probably in because they're all over the place. All right, those so-called migrants, and then this is not from South America. Uh they're from Africa. They're from Iran. They're from China. All right, which I believe personally, just me speaking as a man. All right, I believe those are UN troops. All right, that have snuck in through the border, and they're obviously not going to tell you that the government, the Babylonian government, has brought over here because they're getting ready to do martial law because they know a civil unrest is coming. All right. But again, that's just me speaking as a man. But that's what I believe. Because why else would how they're coming from Africa, China, they're coming from all over the place. Just like them UN troops, they're troops from all over the place. All right, and they bring peace by force. They call them peacekeepers. They bring peace by force. But again, that's just me speaking as a man. It could just be regular civilians coming from war-torn countries. But then again, you watch videos, and I don't want to go too deep because they'll take the video down. But then you watch other videos on platforms like BitChute and Odyssey and shit, and places like that where people are interviewing the migrants and they're basically making threats. Like, so yeah, you gonna like one guy said, yeah, y'all gonna know who I am real soon. That's basically a threat. All right. But again, we gotta sit back, watch and see. All right. And shall see my salvation in my land within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Then they it's like let me read it again, verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case which now have abused my ways, right? All people that settle on the leaves, playing around, BSing, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment, right? They should dwell in torment, starving to death, getting your head kicked in by a martial law troop, all right? Or whatever way the Most High sees fit to punish you. For such as in their life, an ultimate punishment is the warhead, a warhead hitting your head, all right? For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have lost my law while they had yet liberty, while it was still time, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood it not, but despised it. Right, because a lot of our people despised it. All right, they didn't want to hear it. The scriptures say, "Whosoever despises the word should be destroyed." All right, and again, that's why the bad news that's going on around the world right now, which all the current events is just bad news, more and more bad news, is good news to us because the brothers Akim and Fuakwata that believe that are in darkness know that eventually we're going to get all this bad news. All right, it's good, really good news because it's a prophecy being fulfilled. All right, and we're gonna go into the kingdom. But the ones of our people that despise the word and don't know what's going on, and they gonna know what to do when all hell breaks loose, they look at it as bad news, and it is bad news for them because they're gonna be destroyed. All right, Verse 12, the same must know it after death by pain. And therefore be thou not curious on how the ungodly should be punished, and when, and but it's like it should be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous should be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. All right, so there you go. All right, the Lord says this world is for many, but the world to come is for few. All right, so let me give one more precept. I'm gonna close it up. That is 14. Is 16. Salakia. Okay, yep. It's St. John chapter 16, verse 20. Verily, verily, which means truly, truly, I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice. Right? Read it again. St. John chapter 16, verse 20. So like it. Verily, verily, which is truly, truly, I say unto you, is the Lord Yahushua speaking. I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice. Right? And that was the time when, things be happening, but things are moving slow. Not back then, things were kind of moving kind of slow. And I'm a novice in this truth. I haven't been in it that long. All right, but there was a time when it wasn't things wasn't popping like it was popping right now. All right, now things are popping. Like when I first came in, I mean things were happening, but it wasn't like popping like it is now. Now it's real deal popping. All right, popping like popcorn, like elders and brothers say. Uh, but the world shall rejoice, right? Because nothing major really was happening. All right. And that kind of puts you like you don't really see things happening, but then you read the scriptures as a comforter, you know these things will come. All right, like the scriptures say, though it tarry, wait for it will surely come. All right, and now it's just speaking loud, man. Again, this dude just put a brain chip in somebody's head. All right, because really already they've been people have been walking around with microchips in their head and their hands. All right, and buying and selling things with it. But now it's about to go a step forward. Now they're getting ready to push it on everybody. And if you don't have it, you won't be able to participate in society. That's the time we're living in now. All right. So now we're rejoicing. We're beginning to rejoice because we see these things. All right. And ye should be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy. And that, we're in the beginning phases of our sorrow being turned into joy. Why? Because all the bad news is going on is really good news for us because we know prophecy is going to be fulfilled through all this bad news. So our joy, our unhappiness is being turned into joy. But we see these prophecies coming to pass. Verse 21. As a woman when she is with child, she is in travaileth and have sorrow, but her hour is come. But as soon as she delivered from the child, she remembered no more the anguish of the joy that for joy that a man is born into the world. Right, like a woman when she's pregnant, when she's getting ready to have birth, all them labor pains, it hurts like hell. But when the baby comes out, all right, the woman is happy. All right, she's happy because all that pain, the payoff was what? The child. All right, so all the suffering and hell and things that we've been through. All right, at the end of the day, we're gonna look at it like it was nothing because the payoff or the reward, our brothers out there pushing to myself for that number of the elect is going to be great. So we're gonna forget about all the suffering and pain at the end of the day. All right. Verse 22, ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again. And definitely when we see the Lord, man. All right, when the Lord finally comes back, especially you get beamed up. Like the scriptures tell us, some were sorrowful, some were rejoicing. Brothers gonna be happy, man. Tears of joy, scared too. All right, scared too. But man, hey man, you can't even once if you make it up in that chariot, man. All right, looking down on the sea of glass and beholding the reward of the wicked, man. All right, brothers are gonna be full with emotions, man. Different type of emotions. All right, we finally see the Lord again. And ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man taketh from you. And in that day ye shall ask me nothing. Truly, truly I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall ask the Father in my name, he will give you. All right. So yeah, man, the Lord is about to turn our mourning into joy. All right. And really with the word, when we get the word which is Yahweh Shai. All right, Lord, I come in the volume of the book that is written in me. That was the beginning phases of our rejoicing. When you come into the truth and you know it's a way out. But I'm just, thinking in my head when we finally see the Lord, man, that's gonna be up in the ships. You make it out of here. Well, again, brother's gonna be full with emotion, man. Different types of emotion. We finally get the hell out of here, man. Out of this fucking dump known as Esau's world. All right, especially here in America, especially in Babylon the Great. All right. But with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory again unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers that push this truth and sincerity. With that, I'm going to say shalom to the elect.